What's up, guys, and welcome to another video, and let's get ready to wake up and react to another episode of No Game, No Life, Season 1, Episode 10. We're getting down to it. We're almost done with it, which means I will be starting 7 Deadly Sins soon. Well, again, put it on hold for this. Yes, last time, Sora did that whole, game against, I don't remember her name, but the girl that's working with the elves, so pretty much he won the game. They essentially exchanged memories, and so he knows everything she knew or knows, and vice versa. So they can fully trust each other. You know what you're each up to, I guess. And then also, they're going to be spies for him with all the other, I must call them Federation from Code Geass, Chinese Federation. I almost said. Um, the other nations, yeah, like the War Beasts, the Eastern, is it Eastern Federation? I don't know. Now I'm like, they're blending together. Fuck, because I edited Code Geass yesterday, so it's like, oh shit, whatever. All the other countries or whatever they are. Okay, so now they can fully trust him, which is good. Anything else? Well, not just him, but them, his sister too. So I guess moving forward, we're going to be working with both of them. The girl, well, so we've got a Flugel, an elf on our side, and another human who was working with the elves. I don't know how. I mean, I think they're gonna go against that girl from the War Beast, right? Their ambassador. They're gonna play her in a video game. I mean, I think that's the next step. That's what they were saying in the episode prior, so yeah. Anyways, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And if you guys want full reactions, you can catch that on my Patreon. Other than that, let's jump into the reaction, guys. It's like you just feel like everyone's looking at you and judging you for what you're wearing, what you're doing, like you looked at them funny, all those thoughts run through. Just super scared you're gonna do something stupid or embarrassing or what, oh, it's so bad. I've gotten a lot better with it. I used to be really bad, really bad. I can't do public speeches. I cry. My uncle made me cry the other night, just asking me questions about my laptop or whatever, because I want to get a new one, like a desktop or whatever, and just asking me all these questions and did you send this to me? I'm like, yeah. He did this. How am I supposed to know what that is? How am I supposed to know what that is? Really? Did you tell me that those are the specs from your laptop now, or the specs from what you want? How am I supposed how am I supposed to know the difference? That laugh, are you fucking dumb? And then he's like, did you send your editor to me? Like, yeah. Did you put the name so I know what it is? Did you put the camera down? Did you put the make, the model, all that? Did you do that? I'm like, yeah. What about a microphone? Do you have a microphone? Do you want to be able to use that? I need to know all these things. Do you have that? I'm like, yeah, I have one, but I don't use it because it's too much on my laptop. He's like, but you want to use it. You should be sending me all these things. Kind of how do you not get this? Dude, I'm trying. I'm trying to sit here and think of all this information. You, literally, a minute after he told me to do it, I'm sending these things, and it's just it wasn't good enough. I wasn't doing it right. It was just embarrassing. I just felt like a failure, and it just made me cry. He's like, you need to toughen up. You need to stop taking things so seriously. You're taking it too personally. You shouldn't be taking it personally. I'm just asking questions. I don't know why you're crying. I'm like, okay. Okay, I'm crying, and that's the appropriate response. Why are you crying? Get over it. I'm just asking a question. You don't say that to someone when they're crying, you fucking idiot. If someone is crying, that is not the time to be like, why are you crying? There's literally nothing to cry for. Why don't you try consoling me? Maybe? I mean, that would be a nicer approach. Just a thought. Maybe that's asking too much for my pussy ass who's too sensitive and is a crybaby. I need to toughen up. I need to stop taking things so personally. And this is just life. You need to be able to make these decisions. You need to be able to assess information and take like gather all this information about what you want, um, like to make a purchase. You should know this stuff. This is how the real world works. Like, okay, please shut up. Please shut up, dude. I get it. I get it. You want to know all the specs. First of all, I was in my room, and he asked for me to come down because you wanted to help me. And then I go down there. You're acting like I'm the one that asked you for help. Like I'm like the annoying one who came to you. You asked me to come down, dude. I was in my room playing Animal Crossing. I was fine by myself. Leave me alone. I get it. You want to help, and I appreciate it. But you don't have to sit there and like belittle me and just. Anyways, that's how he is. Super generous person, but he's a dick about it. Then he calls my mom. I didn't mean to make her cry. Why couldn't you have said that in the moment? Like, why is that the response afterwards? Well, I feel bad. I didn't mean to make her cry. Why didn't you say that to me when you were making me cry? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry. But you can't say that to me. Okay. Alright, let me just say this, guys. I was waiting for that to pass. What was I gonna say? By the way, real quick recommendation for all of you guys out there who maybe have not heard of this show or haven't seen it or I haven't said this on camera like I thought I did. You guys gotta watch The Handmaid's Tale. Holy shit. I think I watched like 6 episodes. The cliffhanger on that one. Ooh, let me just say thumbs up. Like thumbs up, guys. Like it's so fucking good. It's so good. I can't even like express in words how good this fucking show is, guys. It's so good. Anyways, so this episode, so they're fighting the war beasts, I guess, in a video game, which I didn't expect the game to be like pretty much like VR, I guess. Like they're literally in like Japan now or whatever it is. I think it's Japan. And it's like this was the perfect game to beat them because of their social anxiety disorders. And like I said, I can relate. I know how debilitating it can be, and trust me, it can be. And holy shit, okay, woo, it's getting a little hard for me to breathe just thinking about it. But anyways, so like I get it, and I get why that's hard for them, and that's why I'm a little bit worried for them because it's like I know plot armor, so they're probably gonna win, but I do think it's gonna be difficult for them to get over that. I think it's gonna take some like very sentimental, heartfelt moment between them and like Steph and oh my god, her name, the Flugel, Jibril. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember that. I gotta write that down. Jibril. Okay. So yeah, Jibril and I. So I think a moment between Jibril and Stephanie Dola, and then Sora and Shiro. I think between all of them, something's gonna happen. Maybe even the ambassador for the war beasts, um, like Izuko or something. I think it's Izuko. I don't know. That might be wrong. Let me see. It was Izuna. I was kind of close. Izuna. Okay. So Izuna. And then like that whole thing with the game beforehand when Sora and Shiro were holding hands, and then like Izuna was like preparing herself for the game mentally, I think. And then there was that girl, I think. She was putting like a spell on the game, or she was like gonna go in it or whatever. Like maybe like it's a different place every time that they get transported to. So maybe she did some type of spell where she like read their minds and like picked the best place for this game to take place. And this was the best place for it to take place. I mean, shit, they'd be better off in nature with no like technology. Um, so that whole thing, and then so I just think that she put like a spell on the game and to like I don't know, fuck them over. Um, and then what's it called? Fee and Kurami, yeah, Kurami, Kurami. Anyway, so Kurami, she her and Fee So they're like doing like this whole super spy James Bond shit, and think they're gonna like make sure they're not trying to pull any bullshit. And then if they do try to pull anything, maybe she can like signal to like Sora some special way, or maybe it's like a spell where like you know how they put the spell on Stephanie, like maybe that it's that type of thing, like mind, like a link, maybe like a mental link, like those two have, like Fee and Kurumi have, so that if something's going wrong, she can like tell um Steph, and then Steph can tell Sora and Shiro, and they can like figure it out. That, or I think that what else? Well, I don't know. But what else happened? So there was that happened. So that tied into what could the spell be? It could be that. I don't know. Or she has to like do something really weird and crazy in a really special situation. I don't know. Because it's usually what he does to her, like some weird, very specific spell that he puts on her, and it like somehow works in some tricky situation. Um, like sacrificing her with Jibril in their match. What else happened this episode? I like that like they shared each other's memories, and they kind of like use the perfect lines on each other like through the episode, like that whole her kind of like using lines that Shiro said to Sora, and it's kind of like I don't know, I kind of feel like they like each other in a way, like it's not just brother and sisterly love, which I don't know, maybe that's supposed to happen. Maybe that's what this whole anime is like. It's kind of like the genre, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Or it's like making fun of that, like I don't know, trope in anime. What else though? Um, because just the way he reacts, he like blushes and shit. Like I don't know, and they all like pretty much almost kissed last episode at the end. What else happened though? I like that we got the background because really this whole time it kind of felt like Fee was Kurumi's slave, or I guess you would be slave. Yeah, I don't want to say slave, but like her like assistant was kind of like how she was acting, but it's the other way. It's like I never would have expected that Kurumi was the slave. Because that's not like they're like that's not the vibe you get from the relationship because of the way they act towards each other. Like she asks Fee to do stuff and like she'll do it. Like it's just weird, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like she takes charge all the time, but maybe she's doing that because she's just a good friend and she's willing to do what her friend like needs or wants or whatever. Well, anyways, OCD got bad there. Sorry, so I'm gonna try to remember what I was talking about. Um, the whole Stephanie Dula thing. Oh, the slave thing. Yeah, just that dynamic. It just threw me for a loop. I just didn't expect it. I like how they twisted it though. I like how they changed it. And then I like that she's like one of the only people in her family that actually treats Stephanie, or not Stephanie, Kurumi, like she's not a slave, like she's an actual friend. And she is the last of her family now. I think they said that she's like the last in like, or maybe not in her whole entire family, but the last like person who's like next to like I think take the like that's the rightful maybe heir to like whatever like seat on that council or whatever it was, the high diet, whatever the fuck it was, um whatever that is, I don't remember, but I don't know what like that is exactly, like I don't know what position that is. I think it's like a government seat, but whatever. And now she can, like Stephanie said, make change and like get rid of the slaves that or slavery in her country or whatever. So she's like, oh, but that's got to be hard, being in the position you're in and like people watching you very closely now because of your position. But because you're in that position, you have the power to do it, maybe, or more power than you had before. So pros and cons. Anything else? I like what Sora said about how like if it was just him, he'd probably screw shit up, but because he's got Shiro with him, he's more likely to win because if he makes a mistake, she's there to back him up and cover for him or like make up for his faults or like his shortcomings and vice versa. That was really sweet. And then the last thing I guess to talk about would be like his whole stupid thing in the bath, trying to get them to bathe together. And seriously, that shampoo thing is so sexual. It's so weird and uncomfortable to see sometimes. It's just, ugh, it's weird. I don't know if there's anything else to say other than they're gonna have a battle, and I think that they're gonna have to overcome it somehow, like some sentimental moment. I really think that's what's gonna happen. Um, yeah, I think that's it. So, yeah. yeah, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And if you guys want full reactions, you can catch that on my Patreon. Other than that, I'm gonna get out of here, guys, and I will catch you in the next reaction.